Hiya, my name is Abby. I am the curly-haired keeper, and today we are going to be changing out that background. This video was a very long time in coming. Toad Ranch, the company that makes these enclosures here, was very kind and gifted me with a custom set of shelving units for this specific enclosure. This is my 6x4x2 bioactive enclosure that my super reticulated python Aries lives in, and I've been wanting for a while to change out his custom built background that I personally did because it's already falling apart, unfortunately. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later, but for now, let's get this party started. Now, this is the first time I've ever tried removing a background from a PVC enclosure. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, so thought I'd bring you along for the ride. My goal for this build is to be able to take down and put up that new background without taking apart Aries' enclosure. I will take off the glass doors, but otherwise I'm gonna try and see if I can keep everything else intact. It is a bioactive enclosure. One of the downsides to that is when you do need to redo something like a background, it's not super easy to just take down the entire enclosure and rebuild it. So we're gonna see what we can do, and yeah. Step one is going to be relocating Aries into a temporary tub. I'm gonna try and get this all done in one day, but we know how projects go around here. It might take a little bit longer. So he's gonna go into a nice heated tub situation while I tear down this background. Okay, so far, so good. This is actually coming off a lot easier and a lot cleaner than I thought it was going to. So yay, it actually came out. I got some chunks out and then the rest, like, you can see how big this chunk is. So that all came out as one piece. So this is the background, and it is not beat up at all. If you did a spray foam background and you just need to replace it or take it down for whatever reason, it comes off super easy off of the back of at least the Toad Ranch panels. So huge plus. Let's get the rest of this background off. I jinxed myself by saying this is easy to take off. This last, of course, the last corner piece there is not going to come off, so I am calling in reinforcements. Reinforcements! Hi! The reason that was so hard to take off was this bottom portion of the spray foam isn't set all the way. So that was my fault because I didn't let the initial layer of this spray foam when I was building out that little cave completely cure before I layered on top of it. So don't do that. All right, before this background is completely taken down, let me show you why I'm taking it down. One of the reasons is there's a lot of like balding spots And yes, I have tried doing the whole super glue and resticking substrate on, and it just immediately falls off again. So there's just something about that spray foam that is not working well with sticking substrate to it. The two other reasons I'm changing it is square footage and dust. So the way that I designed this particular customized background, I was hoping it would increase the square footage that Aries has to explore around this enclosure, and it didn't wind up doing that. It didn't wind up working the way that I was hoping it would, and it gets really dusty. It's really hard for that background to retain moisture. So I'd rather just take it down and replace it with something else, because dust can be problematic and cause respiratory issues and other problems within the enclosure space. So yeah. All right, so the background is down. Let me show you what the leftovers kind of look like. By leftovers, I just mean the side and back panels where that background was spray foamed. It's definitely a little scratched up. Again, this is no fault of the PVC panels themselves. This was a lot of the part of the PVC that kind of one layer pulled off with the background was from where I laid down spray foam, and it was still wet. So yeah, it's not perfect. I'm sure I could order replacement panels if I ever really wanted to, but I want to get those shelving units laid out and see what it looks like. So this is the shelving units that Toad Ranch sent over. Thank you so much to Toad Ranch for providing me with this custom setup. I'm really excited to see how the layout looks. I need to actually get out the drawing that I sent them to make sure I'm laying it out the way that I had originally planned. All right, so this is the design that I sent them. So it shows the kind of shelves meeting to make corners and the layout of them. I'm gonna see how these three fit in there and see if I have enough height-wise, including keeping space for the UVB LED and the heat panel for this one. I think I will. But that's the general idea of the layout for these shelving units. This is the photo that I sent Toad Ranch so they could build the custom shelving unit. They made it super easy. So yeah, let's open this bad boy up and see what we got. All right, so one of the things I asked Toad Ranch to do was make corners for me. So I really like this style. So it still has the kind of more natural, like, rough edge. It's not rough, but like uneven edge right here with the flat edges, so they can butt up and meet and make a wide corner piece. So yeah, this is looking really good so far. All right, so we have some shorter sides for the shelves, some longer sides for the shelves of different lengths, and then a whole stack of the brackets. So I'm going to lay these out. They also come with obviously some screws for installation. And they also send you a paper template to line them up on the walls so you can screw them in easily. So they have these templates that show you where to line up the screws. So I'll kind of walk you through how I do that as I lay them out on the back of the enclosure. All right, in a nutshell, this is how this template works. You line it up to where this is gonna be the template for this corner panel. So this corner panel is gonna go right here. So this template allows you to line up and drill the holes in the right place. We did it. One project in one day. It is almost 7 and I need to get ready to go have dinner, but I want to give you a quick tour of a new background and a new look. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and notification bell. And thank you so much to Toad Ranch for sending over this custom shelving unit. It is looking amazing. I'm so pleased with it. There's still some more that I will be doing with it in coming weeks. Also, huge shout out to our Patreons. You all make this channel so much fun and just that little extra bit of special. If you would like to join the Curly Haired Keeper Patreon family, you can check out the link below. Also, don't forget to support and subscribe to US ARC. They fight for our privileges to keep and care and learn from these amazing animals. Until next time, catch you later. Turn on my chin. So this is, wow, boys. So step 1 is going to be relocating Aries. He likes to, today we are going to be changing my Super Dwarf Reticulated Python's enclosure's background. That was very wordy, we're gonna redo that.
This is gonna be super attractive on video.